Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into the life of a president who's often called the last founding father, a man whose time in office was known as the era of good feelings. But was everything really that good? Let's uncover the story of James Monroe. Born in Virginia in 1758, Monroe was a true product of the American Revolution. He dropped out of college at 18 to join the Continental Army, fighting alongside George Washington. He even crossed the Delaware with Washington and was seriously wounded at the Battle of Trenton. Talk about a patriot's resume. After the war, he studied law under Thomas Jefferson, who became his lifelong friend and mentor. This connection launched Monroe into a whirlwind political career. He served as a U.S. Senator, a governor of Virginia, and a diplomat in both France and Britain. His biggest diplomatic win? Helping to negotiate the Louisiana Purchase in 1803, a deal that literally doubled the size of the United States overnight. This single act shaped the future of the nation in ways few could have imagined. His experience made him one of the most qualified candidates ever to run for president. In 1817, James Monroe became the 5th President of the United States. His presidency started on a high note. The bitter political fighting between the Federalists and the Democratic Republicans had largely faded away. Monroe embarked on a goodwill tour of the nation, and people everywhere greeted him with enthusiasm. This widespread sense of unity and national purpose is why his time in office was nicknamed the Era of Good Feelings. But let's be real, good feelings didn't mean no problems. The nation was expanding westward at a rapid pace, and this brought the issue of slavery to the forefront. The crisis erupted in 1820 when Missouri applied to join the Union as a slave state. This threatened to upset the delicate balance of power between free and slave states in the Senate. The debate was fierce and threatened to tear the country apart. The solution was the Missouri Compromise. This landmark legislation admitted Missouri as a slave state, but also admitted Maine as a free state, maintaining the balance. More importantly, it drew a line across the Louisiana Territory at the 36° 30' parallel, prohibiting slavery in any new states north of that line, except for Missouri itself. While it temporarily cooled tensions, Thomas Jefferson famously called it a fire bell in the night, warning that it was just a temporary fix for the deep and divisive issue of slavery. Monroe's most famous legacy, however, is a cornerstone of American foreign policy that bears his name, the Monroe Doctrine. In his 1823 address to Congress, Monroe declared that the American continents were no longer open to colonization by European powers. He warned Europe to stay out of the Western Hemisphere's affairs, and in return, the U.S. would stay out of theirs. This bold statement was a huge step for the young nation, asserting its growing confidence and influence on the world stage. It has guided American foreign policy for nearly 200 years. After leaving office, Monroe faced financial struggles, a common fate for early presidents. He had spent much of his own money while serving the public. He retired to his Virginia farm but eventually had to sell it. He passed away on July 4, 1831, exactly 5 years after his friends and fellow presidents John Adams and Thomas Jefferson. So while the era of good feelings might be a bit of an oversimplification, James Monroe's presidency was a pivotal time. He navigated the country through growing pains, expanded its territory, and defined its place in the world. He was a revolutionary soldier, a skilled diplomat, and a president who truly bridged the gap between the founding generation and the new America that was taking shape. What do you think is Monroe's most important legacy? The Louisiana Purchase, the Missouri Compromise, or the Monroe Doctrine? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives into history. See you next time.